Hello and welcome to another episode in this video series where we're checking out submissions to the DungeonCrawler Game Jam of 2025. And this time we will have a look into Corsairs of the Easter Quadrants by Zoltan Kosina. But before we dive into the description here, let me remind you of the playlists which you can find linked down in the video description and which contains all the videos of the games I've covered so far, and also a pilot episode which explains what a dungeon crawler is, what a game jam is, and the specific rules for this game jam. And with that, let's have a look into the description of Corsairs of the Easter Quadrants. Engage in fast-paced arcade-style space combat as Captain Lootpecker, the legendary chicken corsair. Use your beak cannons and pirate tricks to disable rabbit defenses and outsmart clever captains who lay egg mines in desperate bids to escape. Once aboard, race against time to loot every crate before the ship explodes, testing your reflexes and treasure hunting instincts. Story: in the glittering Easter Quadrants, where the stars themselves seem sprinkled with golden yolks, rabbit cargo fleets sail heavy with treasures. These wealthy rabbit traders have long evaded capture until now. Captain Lootpecker, master of the beak cannon, has one goal: steal every last crate of priceless golden eggs. The rabbits will deploy mines, dodge with evasive maneuvers, and fire up their trusty warp drives to escape your clutches. But nothing stands between a pirate chicken and his plunder. The Easter Quadrants await. Fortune favors the feathered. Features: cargo ship hunt. Track and intercept nimble rabbit vessels across the vast space of the Easter Quadrants. Ship-to-ship battle. Fire beak cannons, avoid egg mines, and disable the enemy's thrusters without blowing up the loot. The heist. Board the crippled ship. Find the map. Plan your moves and loot 14 treasure crates before the ship explodes. You have only 3 minutes to snatch it all. Okay. Retro-style pixel art. Soar through dazzling constellations, board bunny ships, and fire your cannons, all lovingly rendered in bright cartoonish pixel glory. Alright, so we have control, StarMet, click on space, move. Click on rabbit ship, attack, move. Okay, this is when we are in this view here, I guess. Okay. Battle, left click, right arrows, AD, move. Okay. And on board arrows, WSD, move. Okay. Credits, code by Zoltan Kosina, and I guess that these are basically free assets, but nothing made specifically for the game, I think. Yeah. Alright, so with that said, let's dive into the game Corsairs of the Easter Quadrants by Zoltan Kosina. So, unfortunately, with Corsairs of the Easter Quadrants, it's another game which you can only play in the browser and which you cannot use full screen. So, yeah, that's what we got here. So, alright, so we can fly and go there directly. So control StarMet, click on space is move. Okay. Click on rabbit ship is attack. And there's nothing else we can do here, right? No. So we can only attack there. Also, there is no sound apparently. This is also for control, okay. So I guess we just need to kill a couple of those. Ah no, they were fleeing, right? Or something like that. So we need to be quick maybe. Hit them quicker. Maybe they also come back after a while. Ah, maybe that they are continuing flying, and they must not leave the screen, but also it's not always working. Yeah. Okay, so we need to catch them early. Like this guy. Alright. And now we get into the crawler part. Okay, so regarding the perspective, I can say it's fine. You see left and right, and you can also see the floor. In this case, this is one tile here. I think it's kind of fine. I think the tiles could be a little bit bigger, maybe. Of course, in this case, it feels a bit like the camera is back on the tile, but overall it's fine, so no issue there. Regarding controls, you can do a continuous move when holding the forward button, for example, which is cool. You cannot queue up commands. However, what you can do is move forward, hold the right key, and then turn. But then turning is relatively fast, and you have a continuous turn, and my recommendation is to just disable the continuous turn, because no player will ever use this. So there's no reason you should be allowed to do that. So that would help with not doing any accidental turn. Alright, so treasures found. Of course, I spent time with nothing now, so let's see if we can... But you can see how fast I'm moving already, because the movement is fine. It's just the double turn, which is can be a bit annoying. Okay, we can't do anything here. There was also no left click, right click, AD move, on board, arrows. No, this is just decoration. So we can try to get the 14 treasures. I guess you really need to either memorize it really well or draw a map in multiple attempts. I mean, we have half of them, and if I didn't waste time in the beginning... It's not small. Okay, ship destruction, game over. Okay. Okay. Of course, some sound would have been nice. Okay, 3 minutes. Right side. Yeah, I mean, the layout is not straightforward. So even if we find more than before, finding all 14 is still challenging. And you need to move forward, apparently. I'm not sure if I was coming from there. So we have half of them. 8. But I don't see myself finding all of them without drawing a map first and noting down where everything is and then going to collect them. And potentially we also need to find the way back. So it's still 4 left. And I didn't memorize well where I was already, so I think that was the start. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. So now I've got an issue with finding the last ones, and I have no idea where I need to check again. Like any parts which are left out. 2 remaining. Hmm. Yeah. Nothing there. I need to get out. I will try one more time. Game over. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay. I somehow hit the enemy, even though I didn't. Alright, let's go to the right side and right side. Right side. And I will just stay on my on my right side wall. And hopefully this works. We might not find everything if there are aisles in there. But if there are not, we have good chances of getting them all. Okay. Nothing in here. Eight of 14. 9 of 14. Okay, there is some aisle. 10 of 14. $11. Nice. 12. And this is the entry again. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Nope. I don't know where the last 2 are, and I think that was the same last time. Last 2 are missing. So Yeah, there's probably an aisle in somewhere and I went past that. Ah, there's another one. Okay. One more time. One more time. But the idea worked. So, yeah, this one did not work perfect. So it took damage even though it wasn't hit. So we stay on the right side now. Alright. Right side. There might also be another aisle and a chest which I didn't get. No. Okay. 11. That's now this long corridor. 12. Yeah, and again, missing the last two. Now I have an idea what the last one, where the one of the last two is. So that's here is nothing. On the opposite side, one of them. Were there additional? Yes. Nothing. And there's the last one. Return to the airlock. And victory. And there was still 44 seconds left. Alright. Yeah. So, of course, in this case, the combat was kind of externalized, but still fine. Yeah, nice entry. Yeah, the only thing really was sound, which was missing. The perspective was fine, the controls were fine. Could both be a little bit improved, but was fine for what it was. And I think the whole scope of the game was also fine. So, yeah, just a bit more fanciness here and there with sound, for example, with a proper ending screen and so on. So minor things here and there. But overall, it was a pretty cool entry by Zoltan Kosina, Corsairs of the Easter Quadrants. And yeah, if you want to give it a go, you will find a link down the video description to the itch.io page. Maybe you can beat my 44 seconds left. Yeah, if you want to see any of the other videos I did for the Game Jam, you will find a playlist down in the video description. And there, yeah, the itch.io page. And yeah, with that, of course, you can subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the new videos. But with that, thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.